guys, so today I'm doing this very neutral smoky look for you guys with a bit of like a pop of gold and a nude lip and pretty much just focusing on skin. If you guys want to see how I created this, please keep on watching. But before we start the video, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell, select all notifications so you don't miss any uploads. Alright you guys, so this is the eye look. I absolutely love it. It's still neutral with a pop of gold, giving you that glam look. So if you guys like, a little bit of extra glam for the office, you may like this look, okay? So I added a bit of concealer to kind of take away the darkness around my eyes, and then primed with the Smashbox eyeshadow primer, and now I'm using the minimalist palette from Smashbox, and I'm going to start off by applying this first light brown shade into my transition area using a blending brush. Then I'm going to go in with a synthetic crease brush. This brush is from Royal and Lanicle. The first brush was from Coastal Scents, and this one is from Royal and Lanicle. Like I said, it's synthetic, and I'm just going to use this to deepen up my crease with that darker shade brown. By the way, these eyeshadows are really pigmented, so you just need a little bit to do what you needed to do. Then I'm going to go in with a clean blending brush just to blend out the edges, and then go in with a bit of concealer just to kind of clean up some of that eyeshadow that went onto my lid directly, and just give the lid space more of a shape. Then I'm going to go in with this satin shade. It almost looks like beach sand. I'm going to apply this all over the entire lid, just going along with my lid shape. And it almost looks like a soft cut crease. I'm also going to go back in with the crease brush and blend out my crease, and also add in just a bit more of that dark brown shade, and then go back in with the blending brush and soften that up. Now using the Photo Edit Trio eyeshadow trio from Smashbox. This one is dGAF. I'm going to use the black shade on the outer V area with the same crease brush, blending this in slightly. If you guys are curious about the brushes that I'm using, Coastal Scents brushes can be found there, and Royal and Lanicle brushes can be found in Walmart or online. I do have a coupon code for them that you guys can use. As you can see, I went back in with a blending brush just to blend all the colors together to make it nice and soft. Now for the pop of gold, I'm using that beautiful glittery gold shade in the Smashbox dGAF palette, and using my finger to apply it in the center part of my lid closer to the lash line. Now I'm going in with the Lancome mascara. This is actually one of my favorite mascaras, but it's more on the high-end side. You can use whatever mascara it is that you have available. I'm going to apply that and then go in and apply a bit of concealer under my eye area and get it ready for the eyeshadows for the lower part of my eye. Now I'm going to go in with the same light shade of brown. It's like a super light shade, almost like a beige, and apply that under my lower lash line and blend it out. Then I'm going to go in with the darker chocolatey shade brown eyeshadow and apply that under my lower lash line as well, connecting the bottom to the top part to my outer V area and blending it in with a blending brush. Then going in with my LA Girl Ultimate Eyeliner Pencil and lining my waterline. Now I'm going to use the black eyeshadow from the dGAF Trio palette from Smashbox, and I'm just going to use this to darken right under my lower lashes just to make my bottom lashes appear fuller than they are, and connecting it to the outer V as well. And you can use any brushes that you have available. You do not have to purchase or use the same exact brushes as I do. I'm going to pop on some lashes, and these are lashes that I stacked to make them look like mink lashes. There is a video of that. I have to figure out how to put links in video when I say stuff like this, so if I figure it out, it should pop up on the top. If it's not there, it's going to be in the end of the video or in the description. I'm going to go ahead, add a bit of my favorite mascara from Lancome to the bottom lashes and to the top, and have these blend in with my falsies. You can always wear more neutral lashes, but I like fuller lashes. If I'm wearing lashes, I want full lashes, okay? But that is it for the eyes. Now for the skin, I'm using my Maybelline Superstay Foundation. I definitely have to switch up my foundation because I've been using this foundation in pretty much every tutorial. Well, most of my latest tutorials I've been using it, and I really like it a lot. Earlier this year I was using the warm coconut shade. Now I'm using the coconut shade because I have gotten darker. So I'm just going to dot that all over, and always prime your face, moisturize before you apply your foundation. Then I'm going to go in with my LA Girl Pro HD Concealer in the shade Fawn, and create my little triangular shapes under my eye area. Highlight in the places where I want to highlight, but you definitely don't have to do this. It is optional, okay? Just do your makeup however it is that you like and whatever makes you feel comfortable. I'm going to go in with a super damp beauty sponge, and this sponge is from Alley Girl, and I really, really like it. I can compare it to the Real Techniques one, but these are more consistent in their texture. I think I have about 4 or 5 of them, and they all feel exactly the same. But with the Real Techniques, sometimes you can have a really, really good one, and then sometimes you get one that almost feels rubbery, if that makes sense. Like it won't expand at all, and if you wet it, it just doesn't do anything. So you know, it's up to you whatever it is that you guys like to use on your face. You can definitely use a brush as well. You could spritz it with a little bit of water and, you know, blend out your foundation as well. If you guys are interested in any coupon codes or anything like that that could save your money, I am an affiliate with LA Girl, Royal, and Lanical, and a couple of other companies, and those affiliate codes, if I have them, are in the description box along with the links. So check that out if you like. Alright, so for the face, as you guys can see, I'm blending everything out and just kind of doing like a little dabbing on my face. I know dabbing is old now, but even if it was popular still right now, I still can't do it. I can't. I even have a wedding picture of us dabbing. It was Picasso's idea, and it just, like, you could tell we were just all off. Like, it was just not good. So I'll just stick to dabbing my beauty sponge on my face. That works. Alright, so I'm just gonna blend everything out, and I really like to do more of a skin look with a damp sponge. It really helps thin out the product without taking away coverage, if that makes any sense to you guys. It thins out the foundation, but it also doesn't take away the product. So make sure your sponge is really damp but not wet. So wet it, squeeze it out, make sure it's still nice and damp, but also not dripping with water all over your face. Okay, so once I have the foundation part blended out, I'm gonna go in with the same sponge and blend out my concealer. Try not to use the side of the sponge that has concealer on the sides of your nose, because every time I use it on the side of my nose, I turn it slightly so that I don't get the lighter shade on the sides of my nose, okay? So I still get that nice like contoured effect. So as you guys can see, I'm using the pointed part of the sponge to get close under my eye area to the inner part of my eye area, and then using the rounded side to blend my cheek and the outer part of the concealer to kind of bring it together and mesh it together so it doesn't look like separate things going on my face, you know what I mean? So now using the rounded side of the sponge, I'm just going to blend everywhere else. And that's pretty much it for the foundation. Now I'm going to go in with my Airspun powder, and I'm using the full coverage translucent formula, and I'm just going to lightly set under my eye area and around my mouth. And then going in with the It's Your Face Cosmetic Contour Palette, I'm using the darkest shade to lightly contour. And this is just a powder brush. I'm just going to lightly contour and add some shape and warmth to my skin. I am definitely due for my roots to be touched up. Like, it's getting ridiculous now. But I'm trying to stay like just for a few more weeks. Just for a few more weeks. We'll see if I make it. If I don't, you'll probably see me on here with full red roots in a couple of days or something. We'll see. I also use the same brush to contour my nose by squeezing it and thinning it out to create a contour there. So when you put foundation or concealer on your nose, sometimes it could take away the shape of your nose, like it all becomes one thing. So adding the contour back in helps define the nose, and I'm also going to set that area with a tiny bit of powder, and then now I'm just going to dust it all off. For highlight, I'm using the Pixi Glowy Gossamer Duo in Subtle Sunrise, and I'm using the bronze shade to lightly highlight my cheekbones, and I'm using a fan brush from Smashbox. So just a little bit of highlight. Then I use my fingers to blend in the edge of the highlight. If this, like, I hate saying if this makes sense to you guys, but the edge of the highlight, so you can see where the highlight starts and where it ends. So when you use your fingers, you blend that edge so you can't tell where the highlight starts and where it ends, okay? So I'm also highlighting my forehead, and the trick I like to do is go in with either my beauty sponge or my makeup brush or my foundation brush and go over my highlight. And this is to kind of help melt it into my foundation so it doesn't look like I have a whole bunch of random shiny stuff on my face. Okay. Now I'm gonna go in with this lip liner from ColourPop. This is Mr. Bing, and well, that's the name of it. I'm going to line out my lips, and it is a brown shade, almost like an orangey red tone brown shade, but not too orange and not too red. It's a perfect brown shade. And then for the lip color, I'm using this Smashbox lipstick in the shade Honey. It's a beautiful nude shade. This is one of their Be Legendary lipsticks. Okay, it's really pretty. It's a nudie, orangey tone nude lipstick, and I really like it. So now I'm gonna go back in with my lip liner and blend in my lip line a bit with that lipstick so it doesn't look like a line and lip color, just to kind of give it a slight ombre effect. And the trick to make my top lip look fuller, I add a little bit more color just to kind of make it appear fuller than it is. So here was a disaster. Look at this, you guys. This is the Petal Metal setting spray from Smashbox, and look at my face. Horrible, horrible. I feel so bad for saying that, but yeah, this wasn't it for me. So, you know, panicking, I was like, let me just try to blend this out. I was not gonna keep this part of the video in, but I definitely wanted you guys to see what happened with this setting spray. It has a glowy, rosy tone to it, which is pretty, but it came out the way my husband expects me to look on the weekend. Like, this is how he expects things to happen after a workout session. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean. So that one's, I don't know. All right, so now going in with my Skindinavia setting spray, I'm going to go ahead and set that all and then just kind of blend out as much of that Petal Metal setting spray because it went everywhere, you guys. Well, that's what he said. I don't know. That's what she said. Whichever one works for you. But this is the final look. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, and I'll see you all in another video very soon. Bye, guys.